John Baxter here in Rockaway Beach, Queens, New York. I always have to adjust myself. I try to be in the middle, you know what I mean? Ah! What am I doing here? What am I doing that's so wrong? Nothing, actually. We're doing everything right. You know why? Because we woke up this morning. Yeah, we woke up, folks. And sadly, in this environment, a lot of people are not waking up. Terrible, terrible, terrible. This coronavirus, it's very sad. And from what we're seeing, it's going to get a lot worse, folks. A lot worse. I watch the scientists all the time when I can, and they're predicting a tremendous outburst that could last for a year. Yeah, another year. This is really a bad one. And I say again, it's the earth fighting back. That's my opinion. So am I right or wrong? I don't know. I hope that I'm wrong, basically. I'm going to do my first song, an Irish song. It's called Noreen Born. And it's about a mother saying goodbye to her daughter, and the daughter coming back a couple of years later, and she's got some sort of disease that's going to kill her. And here's the way the song goes. As soon as I get it up on the music stand, we'll be off and running. John Baxter, folks. We should all be thankful that we wake up in the morning. And I mean that sincerely. We should be very thankful, because a lot of people are not waking up every morning. And that's why you got to wear your mask and beware and be very, very careful. Yeah, folks, that's what we have to do. Just be careful. Listen to the scientists. Please don't listen to anybody else. And as far as kids going back to school, from what I see now, that's entirely up to the parents, actually. They're going to decide. Yeah, folks. Here we go. There's a glen and all Tyrconnell. There's a cottage in the glen where once dwelt an Irish collie who charmed the hearts of men. She was handsome, hale and hardy, shy and graceful as a fawn. She was the widow's daughter, happy laughing Noreen born. Till one day there came a letter with a passage paid to go to the land of Die, Missouri, where the Mississippi flowed. Pretty soon she had all things ready, and next morning at the dawn, this poor broken-hearted mother bid farewell to her Noreen born. Many years that widow waited, till one morning at the door stood a gorgeous looking lady Costly were the robes she wore, saying, Mother, oh, don't you know me? I have only caught a cold, but the purple spots upon her cheek, the tragic story told. They're the graveyard in Tyrconnell, where the broken-hearted mother, kneeling on a lonely grave, poor Noreen, she is gone. 'Twas the curse of emigration led you there, my Noreen born. 'Twas the curse of emigration led you there, my Noreen born. Oodalay, oodalay, oodalay. Yeah, I had 3 phone calls. I sit here all day, nobody calls. I swear to you. I sit down to do the first song and I had 3 of them. Oh, well, what are you going to do, folks? What are you going to do? We'll do all right. It's part of the game. Take it with a grain of salt and say, thank God I'm alive. I woke up today. Yeah. That's the way you got to look at things, folks, especially nowadays. Because if you don't figure things out for yourself and take care of yourself, nobody else is going to do it. You are the one that's responsible for yourself. So, I'm going to sing another Irish song for you. How is that? This one is called The Boys of Killybegs. You know what that is? That's about a crew of fishermen who make their living on the sea. And this is the little story they tell about all the trials, hardships, whatever they go through. This is the way the story goes. And I'll tell you another little story about me and this song. I heard somebody playing it on one of the YouTube or Facebook, I forget where. And I said, oh my God, I know that song. How come I don't do it? So I went upstairs and printed it out. And I knew it as well. And I had forgotten about. You may not believe this. Some songs I forgot about 30, 40 years ago and they never came back to my mind. They're coming back little by little. Today incidentally is my 132nd time, I believe, on TV. I went on April the 2nd. So this is my 132nd days in a row. And I'm pretty sure I'll double check it when I get off. But if it's not, it's 131, it's 132, or it could be 133. I'm not sure too much. That was number 4 call. Number 4. And I'm telling you, they're the first calls I got all day. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know, there's somebody trying to, who knows. Anyway, here's the way the song goes. The Boys of Killybeg. There the wild and rocky hills on the coast of Donegal, and the fishermen are hardy, brave and free, and the big Atlantic swell is a thing they know high well, as they fight to take a living from the sea. With the pleasant rolling sea and the herons rolling free, and the fleets are riding gently to the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in the town, when the boys from Killybags come rolling home. Here's what to do now. Well, you done your rubber boots, and you got your oilskins on, and you check your gear to see if it's okay, and your jumper keeps you warm for it's cold before the dawn, and you're ready to begin another day. Where the rovin's rolling free, and the herons rolling free, and the fleet are riding gently to the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in the town, when the boys from Killybags come rolling home. Yodelay, 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 yodelay. You don't have to yodel, you can leave out the yodel, folks. Now you're headed out to sea, and the wind is blowing free, and you cast your nets as rain begins to fall. But the sun comes riding high, and the clouds will roll on by, and today there's a rolling sea, and the herons rolling free, and your feet are riding gently to the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in the town, when the boys from Killybags come rolling home. That was number 5 phone call since I got on the air 10 minutes ago. When the weather's blowing rough, and the work is very tough, and the ropes will raise the welts upon your hand, but you'll never leave the sea for whatever you may be. When it's in your blood, it's hard to live on land. With the pleasant rolling free, and the herons rolling free, and the fleets are riding gently to the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in the town, when the boys from Killybags come rolling home. Oh, there's purple on the hills, and the green is far the shore, and the sun spills out the gold upon the sea, and there's silver down below while the heron fishes go. When we catch them, we will have you and me. With the pleasant rolling free, and the herons rolling free, and your fleets are riding gently to the foam. When the boats are loaded down, they'll be singing in the town, when the boys from Killybags come rolling home. And it kind of POs you. It's sitting here for hours and hours. Nobody calls. I got 5 phone calls since I got on the air 10 minutes ago. Unbelievable. I wonder why they're able to do that while people are videoing like this. I never I know. Hello?
Hi, how are you, John?
Yeah, I'm on the air right now. See who. Hold on a second, all right? I'm doing a. Yeah, but who is he? Who is he? Oh, let him go. Let him down the basement, all right? Let him down the basement. Let him down the basement, please. All right. Sorry for me. Hey, look, this is what we go through. I mean, it's part of the act. Don't worry. It's not, you know what I mean. Things happen. Yeah. All right, folks. The next song is going to be an Irish song. Tipperary Far Away. You can let him down the basement. Let him come in. No, let him come in and do it, please. My My washing machine was broken down and we had an appointment for 1 o'clock, so we come early. It's all right. You understand that, folks, right? Ah, yeah. Well, the sun it had set on yon hazel hill, and the deadly fight was o'er. Thousands lay on the cold clay, their lives were there no more. The moon had shone down on the battlefield, where a dying rebel lay. His arms were crossed and his body stretched, his life was flown out. Listen, if you got your guitar, you're welcome to do a song here. Washing machine guy. It's okay, Murphy. Don't worry, he's not going to bite you. A lock of hair I pray you take to my mother who's far away. And when she gazes upon it, she'll fondly think of me. Tell her it's here by the leafy shore my mouldering bones are laid. I will never more roam from my own native home, Tipperary far away. I will never more roam from my own native home, Tipperary far away. Got all kinds of disruptions here. Today is one of them days, but you know what? Deal with it. We have to deal with it, John. That's what you do all your life. You deal with things like this, right? The world is not made for me and you. It's made for everybody. Everybody. We know how to get around these things, and I hope that it doesn't bother you folks. You know, I can't help it if it does. I don't want to stop the man from repairing my washing machine. Is very important. Got to keep your clothes clean and wear your mask. I need the washing machine to wash my mask in, okay? And I need a glass of water with lemon in it. God bless you. And I thank you 1,000 times for watching me. Without you, I would not be here on my 132nd day, I think. 132 days in a row, and we're doing good. Okay. How do you like that? How do you like that? Another Irish song. Oh my God. They'll kill me. That's the way I'll get to a few American songs later on. Don't worry, we'll do it. I finally got myself on Facebook. I think my granddaughter came over and taught the old man a couple of things about my cell phone. I know nothing about it, but I'm learning little by little. I know enough to turn it on and go on the air and record some songs, but that's about all I know. Okay, what have we got to hear? A great crowd was gathered outside of Kilmainham, their heads uncovered by lounge From inside a grim stood an Irish soldier, his life for his country about to lay down. He went to his death like a true son of Ireland, the firing party he bravely did face. Then the orders rang out, present arms and fire. James Connolly fell into a ready-made grave. The black flag was hoisted, the cruel deed was over. Gone was the man who loved Ireland so well. There was many a sad heart in Dublin that morning when they murdered James Connolly, the Irish rebel. God's curse on you, England, you cruel-hearted monster. Your deeds they would shame all the devils in hell. There'll be no flowers blooming, but the shamrocks are growing on the grave of James Connolly, the Irish rebels. Go back over the first verse since I messed it up so much. A great crowd has gathered outside of Kilmainham, with their heads uncovered, they knelt on the ground. From inside that grim prison lay the brave Irish soldier, his life for his country about to lay down. He went to his death like a true son of Ireland, the firing party he bravely did face. Then the orders rang out, present arms and fire. James Connolly fell into a ready-made grave. God curse on you, England, you cruel-hearted monster. Your deeds they would shame all the devils in hell. There'll be no flowers blooming, but the shamrocks are growing on the grave of James Connolly, the Irish rebel. James Connolly, the Irish rebel. I'd like to do a little Australian song for you. You know, there's no difference in the Australian songs and the Irish songs and the Welsh songs and the that whole region. Actually, there's no difference in the Irish, even though they've been fighting for 800 years. There's no difference in them. They're the same people. So this is not a question of they look because you're black or you're green or you're purple or nothing. How come that they're fighting for 800 years, the longest war on the earth, and they still didn't settle it? Amazing, isn't it? Incredible. And guess what? It's going on for that long. The world doesn't even know what's going on. They don't know. Not a damn shame, though. And if you put me standing beside an Englishman, I defy you to pick me out if I didn't open my mouth. We are the same people. So are the Welsh, so are the Scotch, so are the French, and so are we go all the way to Scandinavian. We go all the way to Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. And if any Irishman gets his DNA took, that's where it goes back to. Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. Why? Because when the earth was lowly populated, Ireland, there was nobody living in Ireland or England or Scotland or anywhere. And it was the Vikings that mapped out that whole region and settled on it. And the remnants of the Scandinavian people are really embedded in the DNA in every Irishman. It goes right, and Englishman. It goes right back to the Vikings. Think about it. So there we have it, folks. I thought I would throw that in as a little... but you know what? Right now, I would like to do a song about Australia. I think I started out by saying that and totally forgot about it. Maybe I should get that stuff they have advertised on television for your memory, you know what I mean? Ah, yes, folks, yes, indeed. But I don't forget to come on here every day at 12 o'clock. You know why? Because of you. You might think I'm doing you good. It's the other way around. You are doing me 10 times more good than I am doing you. Because you made me get back to my music that I was absent from for about 30, 40 years. And that's the truth, folks. With the exception of an odd little, open mic here and there where you'd sing one song. Maybe they'd let you sing one song. Or if they were nice, they'd let you sing 2 or maybe 3, but the most. So that was my... I used to sing all the time. I played in one place in Rockaway Beach in the Sullivan's Hotel for 15 years, 3 nights and 4 nights in a row on holidays. Yeah. And I was raising my family. I worked on construction at the same time. I never told the people on construction that I was a musician. They wouldn't let me work on construction if they found out I was out every night till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Forget about it. Because you're working with electric tools and dangerous tools. I wouldn't blame them. But I was exceptionally careful because if you ruin your hands and your fingers, you're done as a musician, you know that. And I want to tell you a story about the Sullivans. They were the greatest family I ever met in my life. Every night I go in to play, Mrs. Sullivan insisted for 15 years that I have dinner. Sit down with them and have different... She always kept the dinner for me, and the first thing I did was go in the kitchen and eat my dinner. Do you ever forget people like that? No. You cannot. They were the great... Rockaway Beach found a treasure when they found the Sullivan family. They were like that to everybody that was in need. I wasn't in need, but I was playing there. You know what I mean? But I guess if you could say, I'm raising my family. I got 4 daughters at the time, and I was raising my family. And yeah, of course, we're all in need. Hey, look, it's not a shame to know you were poor. Admit it. And the world is made up I think that is made up for good people not to be telling lies. Tell the truth. In the end, you're gonna come out way ahead, folks. This next song is about a... I'm sorry, but I'm stuck with the Irish today. I get days like that myself. So, I picked these songs out, and I know that people like to listen to the Irish music more than anything, because that's basically what I am. I'm an Irish country and folk singer. And I'm going to go by my full name from now on, because people can't even find me. There are so many John Baxters on the internet, but there's only one John Joe Baxter that I could find. What am I holding up? I'm holding up a book that I wrote about growing up on the farm in Ireland. in the 40s and 50s. A way of life lost and gone forever. A good way of life, folks. You don't realize it till you give it up and you go somewhere else, and then you say, oh my God, what did I leave? Poor? Yeah, but we had plenty to eat on the farm. We had no bathrooms in the house. We had no sink, no running water. So we went out behind the barn like they all did. That was the culture. Am I holding this up right? I hope I'm not holding it like Donald Trump on the Bible. I think I'm holding it right. From the Mountains of Munloch by John Joe Baxter. And if you get it from Infinity Publishing, INFINITY Publishing, there's a CD along with it with 20 of my original songs, but it's mostly about the farms in Ireland and mostly about Ireland, okay? So there you have it, John Joe Baxter. That's what I'm going to call myself from now on, because that was my... In Ireland, they have two names. Most men got two names, and they drop one when they come to America, because I guess it's easier. Well, the next song I put up here is called The Rocks of Bawn. They hired a guy to plough. Little by little I tell you about the farm, but ploughing was a different thing. My uncle taught me how to plough with the two horses, and you put the plough in the ground, and it's really very simple because they got the plough set up in such a way that it can't sink into the ground. There's a wheel on it that no matter what they hit, that thing, it might jump over a rock or something, but it will not sink into the ground because the wheel stops it. You'd be surprised how the old farmers figured things out with no electricity, no nothing. But you know what we had? We had blue skies. I mean, beautiful blue skies. And we had birds singing all the time. And when you leave that, you miss it. You miss it a lot, folks. It's close to 60 years since I've gone back, of course. But you know what they say, when you leave, somebody wrote a book about this, you can't go back. And it's so true. And if you ever watch the movie with Harrison, wait a minute, about the field, Richard Harris. Yeah, Richard Harris, I believe. He starred in that show on the field. And it's a very, very important movie as far as the Irish are concerned, or any nationality that left their homes to come to another country. Okay, here we go with The Rocks of Bawn. This poor guy, he was hired to plough the Rocks of Bawn, but he didn't know whether he was going to be able to do it or not. And here's what he says. Problem getting the right key here. Come all you lion heroes, and listen unto me. Never hire with any master till you know what your work might be. For you rise up in the morning, from the clear daylight till the dawn, or you never will be able to plough the rocks of Bawn. Now rise up, Gal and Sweeney, and horses hay. Give them a feed of oats millet before they starve away. Don't feed them on soft turnip tops that grows on your green lawn, or you never will be able to plough the rocks of bond. This is a fella telling them how to handle these horses and what to feed them and everything. Gotta get them ready for a big plough job. My curse upon you, Sweeney, you nearly had me robbed. You're sitting by the fireside with your feet up on the hob. You're sitting by the fireside now, from the clear daylight till the dawn, and you never will be able to plough the rocks upon. My shoes, they all are worn out, my stockings, they are thin. My heart is always trembling for fear I might give in. My heart is always trembling from the clear daylight till the dawn. I'm afraid I ne'er be able to plough the rocks upon. Here's what he's wishing for. I wish the Sergeant Major would send for me in time and place me in some regiment, all in my youth of prime. I fight for Ireland's glory from the clear daylight till the dawn, and I never will return again to plough the rocks upon. One more time. I wish the Sergeant Major would send for me on time and place me in some regiment, all in my youth and pride. I'll fight for Ireland's glory from the clear daylight till the dawn, and I never will return again to plough the rocks upon. Yodelay-o, yodelay-o, howdy yodelay. Plough the rocks of Bon. Yeah, the poor guy was worried that he couldn't do it, and I don't think he could do it. He took on a job that he wasn't able to do. It's as simple as that. John Baxter here, folks. Be God Almighty if there isn't another Irish one. I think I sang all Irish ones so far, but I really do a lot of folk music. And probably tomorrow I'll do some for you. Or maybe today before it's all over. We see. We'll see, all right, yeah. This one is called Boston Rose. Now you wonder a name like that, what has that got to do with Irish, the Boston Rose? In the song, everything. Now the autumn leaves are falling the tourists have all gone, and the children, they have all gone back to school. And my life, it is as was before. I work 8 hours a day, but the company still making all the rules. There's a girl in Massachusetts, south of Boston town, she said, and her lovely face is with me all the day. Sure, I met her down in Old Tralee, golden hair upon her head, while I took her heart and she stole mine away. Goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston roll. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you, no threat to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston roll. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. There's a song we sang all summer in the bars of Dublin town. I can hear it on the factory radio, and the feeling I remember when I hear that simple tune makes me wonder if it really happened so. For we laughed and loved together till the summer days were gone, and she had to fly across the ocean wide. Goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston roll. I'll think of you, I'll think of you, no threat to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston roll. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. And some nights when I am drinking and my friends have gathered round, and just for fun someone calls out your name, well, I smile their way the rest of them, but I can hear a sound. I love you, but to them it's all the same. At nights when I'm alone, my love, you come into my mind, and visions flash across the emerald isle. Well, I watch there with the moon above, and I leave this earth behind, and I call to you as I go sailing by. Farewell, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you, no threat to you I'll pose. Goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. Oodle-ay, oodle-ay, adee-ole. You can leave out the yodeling. You don't have to sing it. I'm the only one that sings it, incidentally, because I follow my friend Jimmy Rogers. And every song he sang, he yodeled in it. Yeah, oh my God. You're going to get stuck with all Irish tunes today. How's that now? I got another one here for you. Hey, it's amazing. I can't believe that I put so many of them. Hey, look, it's tomorrow. I'll make a note. I'll dig up some American folk songs, at least one or two, and I'll mix them in with the Irish, like I did all my life, incidentally. That's what I always did. John Baxter, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever go to Ireland, I'm sure you will agree to take the road from Dublin town way down to Doonary. 'Tis there you'll find a wishing well beyond the chestnut tree, by the shady nook of a winding brook. Will you make this wish for me? Oh, to be in Doonary with the sweetheart I once knew, to stroll in the shade of a leafy glade where the rose of dandelions grew, to sit with my love on the bridge above the rippling waters fall, to go back home nevermore to roam is my dearest wish of all. And if you take the hilly path where the woods where bluebells grow, where we as barefoot children played so many years ago, you'll find the slumbering castles there, entwined by memory, beneath the spell of a wishing well. Will you make this wish for me? Oh, to be in Doonary with the sweetheart I once knew, to stroll in the shade of a leafy glade where the rose of dandelions grew, to sit with my love on the bridge above the rippling waters fall, to go back home nevermore to roam is my dearest wish of all. And if you take the hilly path through the woods where bluebells grow, or we as barefoot children played so many years there, entwined by memory, beneath the spell of a wishing well. Will you make this wish for me? That was my 6th phone call. But we get over it. That's what we do. We handle it. Oh, to be in Doonary with the sweetheart I once knew, to stroll in the shade of a leafy glade where the rose of dandelions grew, to sit with my love on the bridge above, the rippling waters fall. To go back home nevermore, to roam is my dearest wish of all. Yeah, folks, John Baxter here, John Joe Baxter here in Rockaway Beach, Queens, New York, the garden spot of the world. Wear your mask when you go out. Don't listen to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will have you killed. He already is responsible, in my book, for murdering over 100,000 people. So don't forget to wear your mask when you go out, and don't listen to him at all. Listen to the scientists and the medical experts. And I'll probably do one more song for you. My washing machine guy, I think, is finished. And I'm going, not finished, no. What's that? Okay. We'll catch up to him in a few minutes. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We had a little disruption in the show. That's all right. That's part of life, folks. We get used to them things. No problem whatsoever. None. Everything is good. The more problems we get, the better, because we handle it. That's you got look. That's what we do, folks. We handle it. And John Baxter is here, and he's gonna sing you yet another Irish song. Look, that's mainly what I do anyway. So, but tomorrow maybe I'll do some American songs. Down that Glen one Easter morn to a city fair road I. There are lines of marching men in squadrons pass me by. No fife did hum, no battle trump, its sound is straight tattoo. But the Angelus bell or the Liffey swell rang out through the foggy dew. I guess you know by now the name of the song is The Foggy Dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town they hung out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than the Soviet Soodle bar. And from the plains of royal men, strong men came hurrying through. And Britannia's sons with their long-range guns sailed in through the foggy dew. 'Twas Britannia's bid o'er the wild geese flow, that small nations might be free. The lonely graves of the Soliards wave on the shores of the great North Sea. But had they died by Pierce's side or fought with cattle brew, their names would keep where the Fenians sleep, 'neath the shroud of the foggy dew. But the bravest swell and the requiem bell rang out mournful clear, for those who died at Easter tide in the springtime of the year. World did gaze in deep amid at the fearless man but few, who bore the fight that the freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew. Yodelay, 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 yodelay. going to have to cut you off a little bit earlier, folks, because the washing machine man is waiting here to get paid. And I have to pay him on a credit card only, he said. All right, so I thank you very much for watching. You're the greatest. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm not doing you the favor. You are doing me the favor. Thanks. This was my 132 days in a row. Thanks again, folks. God bless you, all of you.